Greg, do you have,
Oh, what?
Oh, never mind. Actually, I think...
You're thinking way too much, Sally.
Okay, you're right.
Hold it there, Sally.
Who's there?
What was that?
Now, no need to be scared. I am just the disembodied voice of your actual concerns.
How?
I'm here to ask you, are you really ready to have sex with Greg?
Hey, man, what's your deal?
We should be asking you the same thing. What's your deal, Greg? When was the last time you were tested for sexually transmitted infections, more commonly known as STIs?
Oh my god, this is so embarrassing.
Now, Sally, remember, I'm just the voice of your concerns. STIs can be spread vaginally, anally, or orally. Some infections, like herpes or genital warts, can be spread through skin-to-skin contact. Being health conscious should not be embarrassing. Do you want to have sex with Greg?
Well, yeah.
Have you asked the important questions? Like, how many partners have you had, Greg? Have they ever had any STIs?
Wow, what a boner killer. Guess who's flaccid now?
Actually, disembodied voice of my concerns has a point. Is there anything that I should know before we continue?
I can't even believe we're talking about this.
Greg, you can trust me.
Trust is an important step in any sexual experience. If you can't talk about your sexual past, you're putting your future partners at risk. Is there anything either of you would like to share?
Nope.
Greg?
Fine, well, I guess if we're gonna get into this, I have slept with a few other partners from before, and I haven't been tested yet, so...
Okay, thank you. That gives me some things to think about. I guess I should be honest with you. You aren't my first, so maybe we should wait for...
Oh, no. This is not that kind of film. I just want you to be able to start an open and honest conversation with yourselves. Sex is a fun and beautiful experience, and you should be able to share it with whomever you choose. But it is important that you have all the facts. STIs, though often uncomfortable to talk about, are commonly treatable if caught early on.
So what you're saying is there's nothing for me to be embarrassed about when talking about sex?
Hey, you're right. I mean, if I'm gonna show you my junk, I might as well not be ashamed to talk about it.
Thanks, disembodied voice of my concerns. These are just my thoughts, and something I've been worried about for a while. I'm just being responsible.
That a girl!
So, Greg, do you have a condom?
Oh yeah, I have a condom.
Sally?
Hi.
Dr. Buckner.
Nice
How are
to
you?
meet you. Good.
So I see you're here for an STI testing.
Yep.
Just have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Let's get started. Let's see here. How many sexual partners have you had?
Just one.
Are you experiencing any uncommon symptoms like itching, swelling, skin irritation?
No.
No? All right. I see this is your first time here. Have you been tested before?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Sally?
Oh, God. Not you again.
The disembodied voice of your concern.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It just comes out when I get a little nervous.
Don't worry, it happens all the time.
Sally, what did we just talk about?
That it's important for me to be open and honest about my sexual health.
So what are you doing?
Okay, you're right. So, Doc, I've actually had 4 partners, and I recently found a bump down there.
There's nothing to be worried about, Sally. I'm a professional. I've been studying medicine for years and focusing on how to help people like yourself. Believe me, I've seen a lot.
Just like being able to talk to your partner, your doctors need to know exactly what you are feeling. If you don't, how do you expect to get any help at all?
Doctors are not mind readers. It's important to be honest with us, Sally. Our questioning helps us narrow down your symptoms to help diagnose and rule out any other infections.
I thought you could just test me for all of them, like at one time.
Unfortunately, that's not how it works here. There are blood tests, urine samples, mouth swabs, and even then we could miss something. It's really important that you're honest with me if you've noticed anything unusual with your body.
Oh wow, I guess I've never really thought about it that way.
Oh, Sally. Doctors are here to help you. Everything you say is considered confidential under HIPAA, meaning they cannot share any information with anyone unless you sign a waiver saying it's okay.
I'm just worried. What if I have something?
Don't worry, there's nothing to be ashamed about, Sally. Most STIs are treatable, but if neglected, some infections like gonorrhea can lead to pelvic inflammatory disease, or chlamydia could cause you to become infertile, so it's important to get tested regularly.
Just like any other illness, it is important to check with your doctor if anything seems out of the ordinary.
Okay, Doc. I think we should restart.
Okay.
So, I found a bump last week in the shower, and I thought it was just an ingrown hair. He's gonna hit you! He's gonna hit you! Oh, oh my god, man. Left, 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 left!
We're so close to the lead!
Oh!
Oh, right up there!
Oh,
Right
right there!
Alright.
Oh, I see him, I see him!
Gotta get him! I'm so close to the lead! I'm in the lead! Come on! I hope your mom gets AIDS and dies!
What?
Oh, you cut me off! I was in the lead!
So you hope his mom gets AIDS?
He pushed me in the sand pit!
Alex, do you even know what you're saying right now?
Now this is an important lesson for the two of you.
What the I got this, disembodied voice. Alex, do you realize how damaging what you're saying is?
Oh, get the stick out of your butt. What's the big deal anyway?
The big deal is that you are adding negative fuel to an already toxic environment. By increasing the STI stigma, you are making it harder for people with STIs to be open to their doctors and partners. The big deal is that you're creating shame around something that affects millions of people.
Sally, I'm sorry. I didn't know this bothered you so much.
Well, it does. I just found out that I have HPV. And you know what? There's nothing for me to be ashamed about. And I'm not ashamed.
Sally's right. According to the Center for Disease Control, about 79 million Americans are currently infected. In fact, HPV is so common that almost every person who is sexually active will be affected or will know someone who is affected by it at some point in their life.
Sally, I hope you don't think that I meant any of those things. It was just a joke.
I know you don't think that it was hurtful, but you know what? If I didn't know you any better, I'd thought that you thought less of me. That I was defective or something.
No, Sally, you're my best friend. I want you to be able to tell me anything, and I want to be able to tell you anything. I promise, it won't happen again.
Thanks. Now let's go take this lead again. Oh!
Sally learned some important lessons today. In case you weren't paying attention, yeah, I saw you texting in the back row. Let's go over them. First, we learned that proper communication is an important step in taking care of your sexual health. Then, we discussed why it is imperative to be honest with your doctor. They are not mind readers. Help them help you. And finally, for years, media have been used to support the narrative that those affected by an STI are somehow less of a human. that they don't deserve the same respect or care that any other illness receives. Let's work together to break these harmful stereotypes.